In a move that has caught many by surprise, the Chicago Bears have opened up a competition at the left tackle position heading into training camp. What seemed like a settled lineup on the offensive front now appears to be under review, particularly following the team's selection of rookie Isaiah Trapilo in the second round of the NFL Draft. Heading into the offseason, the general assumption among analysts and fans was that Braxton Jones, despite dealing with a serious ankle injury, would retain his starting role at left tackle. Jones had already proven himself as a dependable presence on the blind side, especially impressive for a former fifth-round draft pick. The rest of the offensive line also seemed well-structured, with Darnell Wright firmly anchored on the right side, while the guard positions featured the likes of Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson, and Drew Dalman taking over at center. However, the selection of Trapilo, a player with the majority of his college reps at right tackle, began to raise questions about Chicago's long-term intentions for the position. Some viewed the pick as a forward-looking investment, possibly meant to groom a versatile swing tackle or provide depth. But recent developments have painted a much different picture. General Manager Ryan Poles provided clarity during a radio appearance when asked about Trapilo's role and the possibility of shifting Darnell Wright to the left side. Poles emphasized the team's intention to explore all options, noting that the rookie would be given a legitimate opportunity to compete for the starting job. He stated, "We want to see what we have in the young rookie in terms of what that looks like at left tackle." This opens the door not only for a true competition, but potentially signals some doubt about Braxton Jones's health and availability for training camp. The injury he sustained was significant, and while reports suggest his recovery is progressing, the timing remains uncertain. Moreover, the team's openness to testing different combinations points to a strategic shift aimed at maximizing flexibility and depth. The implications of this are twofold. It signals increased urgency in solidifying the offensive line and indicates a broader organizational philosophy that no spot is guaranteed, not even for returning starters. Trapilo's rise into the spotlight may have been unanticipated during the draft process, but it now seems the Bears had a vision for his role all along. Standing 6 feet 8 inches and weighing 316 pounds, Trapilo brings ideal size and a versatile background, with college experience across multiple positions, including right tackle, left tackle, and guard. His skill set has drawn comparisons to established NFL veterans, including Rob Havenstein, a long-tenured right tackle known for his technique and consistency. Evaluators have praised Trapilo's strong hands, football intelligence, and ability to play with balance and physicality. According to one respected draft analyst, Trapilo has a polished, well-rounded skill set with a firm understanding of leverage and a strong play speed that helps compensate for average lateral quickness. That balance of aggression and control has become a trademark of this Bears draft class, particularly among the offensive linemen brought in under the new coaching staff. Head coach Ben Johnson and offensive line coach Dan Rauscher have both emphasized discipline and physicality, setting a tone that is resonating with players like Trapilo. When asked about what he brings to the field, Trapilo explained, "I play hard and I play tough, but I also play smart and under control. I don't let emotions get the best of me. The best offensive linemen play with violence, but they also keep it under control." This mature approach has not gone unnoticed, and it could serve as a key factor in the rookie's ability to integrate quickly into a professional environment. His alignment with the team's philosophy, both mentally and physically, is positioning him as more than just a depth piece. In fact, around league circles, there's growing belief that Trapilo may be one of the likeliest non-first-round rookies to earn a starting role this season. The organization's past decisions also lend credibility to this possibility. In 2022, Chicago started then-rookie Braxton Jones at left tackle from day one, despite his late-round draft status. If Jones could thrive as a fifth-rounder, why not Trapilo as a second-round pick? The emphasis on open competition from the front office aligns with this line of thinking. While consistency at the position remains a goal, Poles acknowledged that changes could occur depending on how things unfold in camp. Wherever we end up settling going into training camp, we'd like for it to be as stable as possible, Poles stated. But he also left the door open. Things can come up that change that. This forward-thinking, flexible mindset suggests the Bears are prepared to make bold moves if the circumstances and performance call for it. Beyond the developments at left tackle, the Bears' front office has been making aggressive moves to revamp the entire offensive line. After giving up a league-high 68 sacks last season, the message was clear. Protecting the quarterback is non-negotiable moving forward. Chicago wasted no time in the offseason, completing 2 impactful trades and making key signings. The acquisitions of Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson, both proven veterans at guard, added immediate stability to the interior line. Drew Dalman was brought in to take over at center, a calculated move to improve both protection and communication up front. And with Trapilo joining the mix via the draft, along with 6th-round guard Luke Newman out of Michigan State, the team now boasts depth and competition across the board. One important point that emerged in recent discussions involves the potential contract extension for Joe Thuney. Poles has publicly stated that locking down Thuney long-term is a priority. Not only would it secure the presence of a cornerstone lineman, but it could also offer the team short-term cap flexibility. "We'll have conversations and see what makes sense for both sides," Poles shared. "I love Joe. I love what he brings." This proactive approach is part of a larger pattern the Bears have followed in recent years, extending players they value before they hit the open market. By doing so, the organization avoids bidding wars and builds trust with key contributors. This strategy often results in team-friendly deals, as players appreciate the security and continuity. Looking ahead, the hope remains that Braxton Jones can recover fully and return to form. In an ideal scenario, Jones, Trapilo, and Kiran Amagadji, another developmental prospect, would form a competitive trio for the left tackle spot, ensuring depth and future flexibility. However, if Trapilo emerges as the clear-cut option during camp, the Bears are prepared to hand him the reins without hesitation. As the 2025 season approaches, it's becoming evident that the offensive line will be one of the most important storylines for Chicago. Whether it's a returning starter fighting back from injury or a rookie rising to the occasion, the left tackle position is far from decided. What is certain, though, is that the Bears have committed to change and to competition. The days of complacency up front are over, and with a mix of youth, experience, and tenacity, this revamped unit could finally provide the protection the team has long been seeking.